Fellas, how would you feel if a woman asked you 21 questions on a date? Now, I want to break down Muni Long's 21 questions freestyle. What exactly did she say? And are these appropriate questions to ask when you're on a date or you're getting to know somebody? Don't worry, I'm going to break down this video and answer that question for you right now. All right, let's get straight into it then.
Okay.
She in her bag.
I don't usually do this, but
You know her.
Okay.
is you married? Is you single? Do anybody out there got a ring on? If you got exes, are they jealous? These days, gotta ask some type questions. Is you broke, boy? Is you rich? That Bentley, is it yours or is it rented? Is you gonna take care of this check or we gonna split it?
We're going to take care of this check or we're going to split it. Now, fellas, I want to ask y'all, real talk. Look, she got a couple more questions, but the one she asked right now, look, is it appropriate to ask the question she asked so far? I feel like the most important question that she asked was tied into not like how much money you made. Obviously, that's a question to ask, but I think the more important questions is like, yo, do you got an ex? Are you married? You know, is your ex jealous, right? Because let's just be real. What do jealous exes do? They go after the one that you talking to right now, in the present moment. You know what I mean? So like, that's a safety concern. You know what I mean? To be honest, shout out to for Muni Long for asking that question, because is my safety going to be compromised if I'm talking to you? You know what I mean? But I feel like that's the more important ones. I know, a lot of other ones around money and all that stuff, but and also too, like, are you married? You know what I mean? Legit question to ask,
These days, gotta ask some type questions. Was you trapping? Is you legit yet? So you a rapper? You got a hit yet?
How many fellas out there rapping right now, still rapping in their 30s? No shade, but do you have a hit yet? That's funny. That's funny. I don't know. Let's just keep it.
When you grow up, did your mama teach you respect? Still got a couple of things that I ain't asked yet. When you did a bid, what did you go for?
That's a good question, because mass incarceration is real. Men sometimes get falsely accused of things, maybe had a previous life, a bad life, or whatever it is. But if you did go to, did time or whatever, that may be a legit question to ask. I feel like that is an appropriate question to ask. Like, what did you go in for? You know what I mean? Because that may not sit well with, whoever, you're trying to entertain, and that doesn't come from a judgment standpoint. Sometimes that does come from a safety standpoint. I feel like a lot of the Muni Long's questions are safety questions to ask during dating. Not to be intrusive, nosy, judgmental, but like, what did you go for? You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, fellas, I would say this much: like, if you did go to jail for something, best to be honest about it, because in many states, a lot of that's public information. So to lie about it ain't gonna make no sense or difference. You know what I mean? So
I got my reasons why I want to know for. You're not the type of guy I usually go for. I'm just inquiring because I want to know more. Do you got kids? Is you there for them?
Let's stop right. Do you have kids? Or are you there for them? I run across a lot of people that I work with, particularly with women. A lot of women may do work with me, even though I'm a men's mental health expert, primarily because a lot of times they're dealing with men issues, and sometimes they need a male perspective on things, which is perfectly fine. Like, that's, just because I'm a men's mental health expert don't mean I don't work with women. But I have a handful of women that I do work with. Now, I do run across a lot of times where a woman will come and we're talking about, like, come to me and we're talking about these things, and the person that they're coming to therapy for, like, that's hurt them, had a whole family or had a whole kids somewhere else. Like, it happens frequently. So I think this, for Muni Long's 21 questions, is legit. Most definitely a legit question to ask. And nothing wrong with having kids. but do you take care of your kids? Like, where are your kids at? You know what I mean? And I wouldn't say just take care of like, you know, basic things, but like, are you there for them? You know, like, are you there for your kids? You know what I mean? Like, are you present with them? You know, because money come, money go, but time doesn't. You know what I mean? Money come, money go, but you know, time really don't go nowhere. Let's keep rocking now.
4 different baby mamas. Do you care for them? Or you keep laying down with strangers unprotected?
Let's talk about that. STDs and some. Let me break down this real quick because a lot of folks don't know a lot of STDs are irreversible, right? Most commonly, you know, I know people say like HIV, AIDS. Yeah, there's things, you know, to take for that as well too. You know, it does happen. You know, it is a real thing. But a lot of folks think just wearing, you know, a condom sometimes too can protect you from other things, like such as like herpes simplex disease. Excuse me, not herpes. Let's just say herpes. I know it's herpes, da da da. It's a whole, but herpes virus 1 and 2, pretty much. That's a skin to skin contact thing. It's no condom that's going to, you know, protect that. Is it deadly? No, it's pretty common. They say like hella people got it, so like you know, it is a common thing. So yeah, but that's a good, you know, especially if you don't have that virus or you don't have STDs or you take care of yourself. You know, that is a legit question to ask. That is legit for sure.
These days, gotta ask some type questions. If it's conclusions, is you jumping? I'm good at making something out of nothing. So you never asked me if I had a husband. These days, gotta ask some type questions. Yeah, 21 questions. 21 questions. I think that was counted. 21 questions. In case you thought it wasn't. Hey, I just wanna chill and live my life. Money long, anything I want, I buy.
Hey, shout out to Money Long, you know, very talented artist, very talented rapper, dope freestyle. Um, Ladies, ask these type of questions for sure. Don't be scared to ask these type of questions. You know, it's okay to ask these questions, especially when you're dating. It's good to know instead of when you're already fully committed. Now you find out he got kids. You know, now you find out that, you know, he doesn't make as money as you thought, you know, and all these different things. You feel me? I appreciate y'all tapping in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that great stuff to keep the videos rocking and rolling. My name's Terrence Stewart. Until next time, y'all take care.